Good morning, YouTube, and a special good morning to the Very Cool Gang. In case this is your first time to the channel, you might not know that 8 a.m. every morning, we try to do a inspirational, small business building, YouTube building type video where I give tips and tricks, things that have worked for me. If you haven't seen one of our previous videos, we'll put a link to a playlist here. Today, I want to talk about how, as small business owners, we keep our noses clean and keep ourselves out of trouble and avoid situations that could escalate. How do we do that? Well, I'm going to tell you, and it's coming right up.
Sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came.
So I want to give you a little backstory on this. We have a friend, he's a YouTube creator as well. He reached out to us, told us a situation where he's on a job. He proposed the work, okay, in conditions. He works outside, he works outdoors. When he proposed the work, he put an estimate and a quote out there and signed the contract to do the work. The weather conditions were optimal. You know, it was dry out, sunny. When the builder wanted him to perform the services that he quoted, weather conditions changed. It became a mud pit. The weather was bad. The weather conditions not ideal, held up his work. The quote was not accurate at that point, and a job that he expected to take 10 days on is going to take 20 days. He asked me, what's your recourse? We had a similar situation where we were doing work for a mattress firm in the past. A one-day job, what we believed would be a one-day job, took a full week. We'll link the video here where we talk about that. But what we did was we honored our price because they're a good client for us. We honored our quote to do the work. We fulfilled that quote. The client was unbelievably happy with the work. And actually, the landlord who owned the property, who we weren't working for, was unbelievably happy for the work. And they asked us to do work for them as well. So the integrity came back around. Even though we lost money on the front end, we might win tenfold in that situation. So that's your first option. You can just carry through and do the work and hope that good karma will pay off in the end for you. Okay, that's the first way to keep your nose clean. The second thing you could do is you could approach that builder and say to them exactly what I explained to you guys. The situation was optimal when I quoted the work. The situation is not optimal. This is costing more time. You know, you're not giving me access that I need. You know, you could plead your case. And the builder could do one of two things. They could say, yeah, I understand. And they could try to make you whole on that project. Or maybe you can meet a halfway point. Or the builder at that point can say, hey, listen, this is your quote. Sorry, but you'll have to hang on it. This is your number. I've relayed that number to my clients. Sorry, there's nothing I can do. And then at that point, you have to make a decision. Hey, do I work with this builder in the future? Okay. Do I walk off the job now? And, you know, from talking to this gentleman, I don't think walking off the job is an option. So he will finish the work. You have to determine whether you want to work with that builder again in the future. I mean, these are the options. I mean, we're just talking this through of what the scenarios are, what they could be. But today's video is about how not to get into this situation in the first place. And years ago, when I started VCG Construction, my attorney told me, and he's the same attorney I have now, hey, Vince, what contracts are you going to be using? And I told him, I was a little younger back then, a lot more naive. I said to him, I write up the contracts. What do you mean? No, you need formal legal binding contracts to keep you out of trouble. I said, well, why? Listen, you're an expensive guy to hire to write contracts. You know, why? This has been working. He goes, because in the future, as you grow, it's better to have these contracts so that you don't need my services in litigation. He goes, I'm actually going to save you money. And I'll tell you what, I really believe that he has. We have been approached by builders in the past that have a reputation because word gets out on the street. Hey, listen, this guy doesn't necessarily pay all the time, looks for any excuse not to pay you. He may pay, they might not pay. So we've been approached by builders like that. We quote the work because we try to get as much work as we can. You know, we're a growing company. We try to provide a service for people that are willing to go to work with us. This is the thing. If they accepted the quote, and this is how I can sort people. This is how I can sort people if they're serious about getting the work done, if they're serious about partnering with us, serious about a long-term relationship and not a one-time hit, so to speak, where they might beat us out of money. When they get my contract, it's so thorough and lists things like unforeseen conditions, acts of God, the existing conditions of the property itself, or whatever it is. They see that. And a lot of times they'll balk at going ahead with the paperwork, because I believe in my mind that their intention was not to work with us in the future. They wanted to make it a one-time hit. So that contract is a way of sorting out people that really want to partner with you or people that might want to harm you. So my piece of advice today is, if you're in small business or you're planning a new venture, make sure that you have the proper paperwork to protect yourself in the future. It really will help out, and it'll probably save you a ton of money and headache. That's my piece of advice for today. I hope it can help somebody. If you like this video, please hit that like button. I'm just trying to help you guys out with the little bit that I have. I like to share it in my own way. So if you like this video and you like that content and you like that style, please share this video. Maybe it'll help somebody. But as always, make it an awesome day, guys, and get out there and make something happen today. Thanks. I appreciate every one of you. Did you like that video? Wondering what to watch next? Well, why don't you click over here and watch this video? Or click over here and watch this video. If you really like our content, we hope you consider getting subscribed by clicking right here. Thanks a lot, and have a great day, guys.